create, and it's the language that you use is one of my favorite parts of it.
Oh, good.
I always say that I read books for the language. The story is almost secondary, but I love when I see somebody who can play with language or use words in a way that makes me take notice. You invent words even.
I invented one word
Oh,
in
is that right?
Savvy,
Okay.
and it was a mix of two words. The word is fizzgiggly, which is a word that combines fizzgig, which is either a spinning firework or a flirtatious, giggly girl. So fizzgig combined with giggly, which is part of the meaning. So fizzgiggly is my creation.
So in this book we meet Mibs, in this book we meet Ledge, and in this book who's the primary character?
In Switch, Gypsy Beaumont is the primary main character, and Gypsy was 3 years old in Savvy, and she's 12 years old in Scumble, and she finally gets her own birthday, her 13th Savvy birthday, in Switch. And each book is told from that person's point of view. And again, I did that rather than having a traditional series of books where you follow the same characters in new adventures. Because they're coming of age stories, and because I wanted to explore how different kids would process this experience of getting a savvy, coming into their own power, while still having some familiar characters throughout the whole grouping of stories.
Right. So we've got a party coming up for the release of this book, Switch. And the amazing thing is, it is on the day the book is being introduced to the world.
I'm very excited about that.
Which we're so honored to be able to present this to the world, to be able to say, okay, this is where you're going to find the author, Ingrid when this book is released. So September 1st, 2015, which is a Tuesday, right?
Tuesday.
We're going to be in the downstairs meeting room. And I've been to some book release parties before, and you've done book release parties. But for people who have never actually experienced what a book release party might look like, what can they expect when they show up?
Okay, well, we can expect to have fun.
Good.
I'm going to, yes, check. I plan to read an excerpt from Switch and talk a little bit about the process of writing it. I'll take questions from the audience. We will have door prizes and refreshments, and I will sign books. Books are going to be provided by the Boulder Bookstore for purchase. And so hopefully it'll just be a great gathering of people who love stories and love books, and where we can come together and celebrate this book that I've been working years on to finish. And I would love to have my local community of people around me for that. That's why I wanted to do it here.
And I'm sure people will show up and maybe even challenge the last party we had. So we have people all over the library there, and it was a lot of fun. But we look forward to having you again. It's September 1st. It's a Tuesday. It's going to be downstairs in our meeting room. So one last question I would have, and this is something that I think figures into, having written these books partly in a library, but what do you see as the place of a library in a community like Lafayette? What does the library mean in terms of defining a community?
I think to the community, a library is one of the most central, important things in any community. I think communities that support body, mind, and spirit in whatever way. So we have the rec center, and we have, for spirit, we have, nature, and we have places of religion, and we have all other kinds of things. We have art walks, we have wonderful things like that. And for our mind, we have the library, and I think that actually goes to mind and spirit both.
I agree.
So I think the library is central core to any community, and the one here is fabulous.
Well, I appreciate that. And you're part of that. I mean,
Thank you.
The community builds the library.
Thank you.
So again, September 1st, down in our meeting room, 6 o'clock, and we're going to be selling books. We're going to be eating all sorts of fun stuff and hearing stories. And so hopefully we can have all sorts of people there that will be sharing that with us. So thanks a lot, Ingrid, for coming by,
Scott.
and I'm sure we'll see you around soon.
Okay, thank you.